Alrighty, so lesson 94 is adding and subtracting like terms or combining like terms. Now, like terms are defined by the time when you can add or subtract coefficients. Now, coefficients are the numbers before the variables. We learned that earlier this year with identical variables. So in total, friends, when you're adding and subtracting variables, we can only add identical variables. So we can only add A's to A's and B's to B's and X's to X's. Okay, we can't combine A's and X's. That's not okay in algebra. Okay, and what we're talking about here is adding and subtracting. So in practice A here, it gives us the stuff in orange. So negative 4x plus 7x plus 4 minus y minus x minus 8 plus 4y. Now I'm going to grab a pen here, and so I might jiggle the phone a little bit, but I just want to be able to see if I need to jot down some notes that I can do that. All right, so I went ahead and I underlined all the x's in blue, and I triangled in brown just the numbers, those constants, and I did squiggly with green the y's, okay? Because I want your eyeballs to definitely notice that those are the groups that I need to focus on. So the first thing I did was I looked at my blue, and negative 4x plus 7x is 3x, okay? So then I didn't at that point deal with my negative x, so I just dragged it along and I added it for another step, okay? Then I looked at my 4 minus 8, okay? So we just bring that sign along with the number, so 4 minus 8, and then again we bring the sign along, negative y plus 4y, okay? Next step. So then I could go ahead and I could say 3x minus x is 2x. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. And negative y plus 4y is 3y. Now let's remember, if we don't see any numbers like by the x or by the y here, the coefficient is 1 or negative 1 in this case. So that's how I get negative 1y plus 4y is 3y, okay, because I'm actually having a negative 1 there. So that is example A, and that's simplified. That's how it ends. Now you could switch the order. So a lot of times you'll see 2x plus 3y minus 4. A lot of times the constants are at the end, but that's not necessary. You can leave it like this, and that's completely simplified. I only managed to combine the x's together, the constants together, and my y's together. All right, next example here. All right, so again from your book, example B. Y plus 3y minus 4 plus 10 minus 6y plus 2m minus 6m. And so a little bit down further, I did my markings. So I have my y plus my 3y. Now just in my brain, I can say, okay, y plus 3y is 4y. Right? So then my 4y minus my 6y over here gives me a negative 2y. Okay? Do you see that? The 4y, which I did first, minus 6y gives me my negative 2y. If it's hard for you to do all three together at one time, you can kind of do them separately a little bit. All right? So then I have my negative 4 and my 10, and that gives me a positive 6. And remember, I know this feels like subtraction here, but I've told you that subtraction actually means negative, actually means opposite of. So minus 4 plus 10, if you think about the number line right here, okay? Minus 4 is way here, and then I add 10 more. That's going to give me my positive 6. Okay. All right, and then I go to my m's. So I have plus 2m minus 6m. Again, we subtract or add those coefficients with the m's, and I end up with negative 4m. and the m just follows along, comes along. So my simplification is negative 2y plus 6, minus 4m. All right, example B, or C rather, sorry. So C, we've got a plus 3b minus 6a plus 4 minus 10 plus 7a minus 2 plus 8b. Okay, lots of stuff going on. So again, I made my markings to hopefully let you see what I'm looking at. A minus 6a, and then I have plus 7a. Okay, so a minus 6a, that gives me minus 5a, right? Because this is a 1. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. The a just comes along. So negative 5a plus 7a gives me down here my 2a. Now if I'm dealing with my b's, I get my 3b, and then way over here my 8b. So 3 plus 8 is 11. B just comes along, so 11b. And then I have here my 4 minus my 10, which is negative 6. So negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. That's how I figured that out. So these take so much concentration, but they are absolutely so important in algebra. So along with this video, I'm going to send you some Khan Academy videos too, and hopefully that helps you make more sense of this. Okay, so if we were in class, we'd be at the board and I'd be able to see what you're doing and be able to hopefully target any mistakes. But if you're not getting these correct on your corrections, you've got to let me know. All right, so I know you can do it. You guys are such a smart class. Just make sure that you're communicating with me if there are any problems. All right, I will send the email out on Thursday, and I will be in touch next week. Have a great week.